Hey, what's going on? What's going on? It is your boy, Mr. D.R.E in the building, and I got my boy, Mr. B-Mac. Say what's up, boy?
What's going on? What's going on? Back for another one, man. About to get ready to drop this hot fire for y'all, man. Hope y'all ready for another great episode.
Hey, you know what it is. You know, like I said on last week, we them corner boys. We're going to bring it to you however we can. Whenever you want it, we got you.
We got it. We got it.
Oh, man. So what's been going on with you, boy?
Man, you know it, man. Just taking it one day at a time, man.
One day at a time.
Trying to keep it in between the mayonnaise and the mustard, as some of these old folks may say. You feel what I'm saying? Trying to keep it on the road.
Hey, look here, you pulling out that old 70s blaxploitation slang, boy.
Man, you know I'm old soul, man. Old soul, man.
Shoot, boy. I'm gonna start calling you Sugar Bear up in here, boy.
Pause.
Oh, my bad. Pause. Lord, please pause. No sugar. Just bear. We'll just say bear. Hey, I got to look here. It's gonna be a minute, man. I got to come up. I have to go. How they say, Back to the Future. I need to, I need to come back because y'all done lost me with all this
Hey,
stuff.
man, at this point in my life, bro, when it comes down to it, man, I can't even help it no more, bro. Like I say, man, I got a homie of mine, bro. I promise you not, bro. And we talk often. So we have to be extremely careful, bro. Because it's like, man, bro, and we always get caught in those moments, especially when you start talking about sports. So I'll be like, yeah, man, you always be grabbing the ball. Pause, bro. Pause. What you mean, bro? What you mean grabbing balls, man?
Right.
Hey, boy, that boy be taking it, boy. What you mean, bro? Pause, dog. So it's like, bro, certain stuff it's tough to have conversations with this brother.
Man, he was all over him, bro. Man, wait,
you
what?
Feel, yes, bro, exactly, dog. So it's
took that ball to the face.
So now, bro, when I'll be watching sports and commentators be watching these sports commentators talk about the game, dog, it be so hilarious to me now. Because it's like, bro, they be saying some stuff. They be like, hold on, wait a minute, bro. Well, pause. Bro. You got to pause that one. But I understand it. But since talking to this guy, man, on a daily basis, man, I can't help it now at this point.
Boy, listen. Hey, give me 1 minute, all right?
Yes, sir.
All right, we back. Sorry about that. I thought we had to have another pause moment, but it is what it is, man. So, man, hey, so look, B-Mac, look, I was looking on this. I was looking at TV, and this segment came up on the Today Show, and it was talking about how people are being. How should I say how people are being hoodwinked, bamboozled, with
well, we live in America, so
man, well, yeah, this is America, but let me tell you what they talked about. So they was talking about how they've been, people are starting to pretty much people are being overpriced. People are paying too much for the clothes, the things that they're buying. So they had this special where they was basically saying, is what they're buying worth what they're spending? And so, it was a pretty good piece. It was about 5 minutes long, but it shed some light on a lot of stuff. And so, for instance, they had this guy on here who's, I don't never know these people, but they're pretty popular. If you're into fashion and things of that nature. So he was talking about now this is women clothing, so I've heard of some of them, but so he was talking about the leggings, how women buy these expensive leggings and stuff. And so they had one brand called, I think it's called Aloe leggings, and I think it went for like $130
for a pair of leggings.
For a pair of leggings.
Oh, you talking about a variety pack of leggings?
No, not a variety pack. I mean, it sounds like it should be a variety pack, or a buy five get
one pair.
One pair of leggings. You know how people do? So
How
so
much?
the $130.
Oh wow.
So then they had these Lulus that were $98. And so basically he was comparing the two, and the $98 ones were actually better than the $130 pair. But this is what he said. He said, now, if you want some leggings that do the job and are almost as good, he said you can go to Costco, and Costco has a pair of leggings for $15.
Yeah.
So we went from $130 to $15. Then he was talking about these jeans that's popular with women as well, called Quince jeans, and mother jeans. So the mother jeans are $238 a pair, and the Quince jeans were $50 a pair.
Okay.
So which is it's reasonable, it's decent.
Yeah, that's reasonable.
But so the thing about it though is the mother jeans were actually worse as far as how they were made. The Quince jeans actually use better material, organic material. The only thing mother jeans had was they were handmade. And so he was just exposing a lot of stuff. And he has a YouTube page. And again, I cannot remember this guy's name, but he has a YouTube page where he just goes around and compares the good jeans or the good clothes, or the expensive clothes, to the so-called cheap clothes. And what we're finding out, or what they were talking about, is a lot of times the ones that are reasonably priced, or even some of the cheap clothes, are better than these name brand clothes.
Yeah. You'll find a lot of brands that's a lot cheaper, just as good, brother.
Right,
just as good. Like the quality of these jeans, and well, for guys, I don't wear no leggings, but like sweats and things of that sort.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Like I find like the stuff that's more around my price range, but they seem to be a little bit more durable. You know what I mean? They usually fit a little bit more comfortable. But when it comes down to these name brand stuff, are you really paying for the name?
Man, and listen, I'm not even sure why they just talking about this. Yeah, they're charging a whole lot for the name, but I've been on this for a minute. I've been recognizing this for a minute. First of all, you're not gonna get me with just your name. I look here. I don't care if your name is Jordan or Jordash. I want to know, is it comfortable? And so it just got me to thinking: is there anything that you regret buying, or you don't understand why people buy because of the price versus the quality?
iPhones.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna even lie. I know I'm probably gonna get a lot of hate for this too.
Boy,
there's a lot of Apple users.
Hey, the iPhone nation is just about as bad as the Beehive, boy. You better be careful.
Hey, boy, I know that Apple community, but hey, I don't care nothing about them Apple community people, man. To be honest with you, I bought an iPhone 5S. And yes, I said it was a 5S, but this was back when the 5S just came out.
Hey, boy, you going back to 19.
Bro, you feel what I'm saying? I'm going back some time. But that was the first and last iPhone I ever bought, bro. I bought that iPhone for like $930. I ended up selling that phone for like $250.
You paid $930, bro?
Yeah, because it came with I had to pay that because I got it with Verizon. You feel what I'm saying? Verizon charged me like $900 for that phone. Like I said, that's when that phone had just came out. So, but that's definitely one of those purchases. Is I was like, this iPhone, everybody, the iPhone.
Right.
That phone, man. I say, dog, everything's so complicated on this phone, man. This. Like, bro, like everything, you got to pay for everything. Like, you don't even got to know where at the time, I think you even had to pay for Apple Music. So I was like, man, bro, like at least with an Android, bro, like there's a whole bunch of free music out there. Listen to for the free ski.
So many apps.
You feel what I'm saying? But Apple only gonna allow you to download Apple stuff.
True. Hey, now I'm gonna say, in all fairness, um, Apple does make pretty good products. I don't know if I would pay. Well, I ain't
You
know. I
said,
don't
is
know.
it? But the question was, is it worth what you
Is it
pay?
worth it? Oh heck no! I'm not
Nah,
paying. I'm not. Boy, look here. I'll go
nah.
back to a rotary phone before I pay that kind of money, boy.
Man,
I'm
hey,
trying
man,
to tell
bring
you.
back the flip phones, man. Bring back the
Hey,
razors, man.
boy, I'll go
Bring
to
back the
Jitterbug,
Blackberries,
boy.
man.
Hey, Blackberry was that joint, boy. Hey,
Bring back the sidekicks, man. The chirps.
man, look
Bring
at
back the
bring back the
chirps, man.
beeper, bruh. What's wrong with the beeper? I mean, especially when you learn how to read that joker upside down, bruh. Hey, that beeper was everything, boy.
Hey, the hitting messages, man.
For real. But I mean, Apple does pretty good. I don't know if it's worth the price that people be, paying for it, which, be honest, keep it 100, but people paying a whole bunch for Androids now. But my thing was, I don't see how people pay. It's the Jordans for me, man. It's like, I mean, people paying $300, $400 for some Jordans, bruh. And I'm like,
Yeah,
bruh.
I'm not a big fan. I haven't bought my own pair of Jordans. Like all the Jordans I
Right.
ever had were like gifts.
Right.
Like I never bought me like my own pair of Jordans. Now I have spent on some shoes. My most expensive pair of shoes will have to be my Tims. I spent like $250 on them joints.
$250 on some Tims?
On some Tims, like the new there was the black denim.
Okay.
Black denim joints. But that was the most I ever spent on like some shoes. I'm not really big on spending a lot of money on shoes.
I'm not either.
That's why I don't buy a lot of shoes. Like as you see, bro, I wear the same shoes to work. But matter of fact, in my work shoes, and I'm proud to say it, come from Ross. You see what I'm saying? $25, dog, and I wear them things for about a year and a half.
Boy, listen,
They're like, how do you get that kind of work out of them cheaps? Bro, you will be amazed.
Man, listen, they cheap in price, maybe, but not in quality. Listen.
Hey, man, listen here. They do their job, man.
Okay, listen, I'm not a big Jordan, but like you, I have never owned a pair of Jordans. But now, if it came down to it, I will spend some money on some Skechers, because them jokers feel good.
Hey, it's more of the comfort, man.
It's the comfort, man.
Honestly, bro, like New Balances to me, bro, like New Balances, they are some extremely comfortable shoes. But I'm a Reebok man myself. I like the classics.
Right. No, I'm definitely I'm all about quality. I'm all about comfort, man. But it just I had a thought in my mind. What if all of Black America stopped spending money on Jordans and put it in stocks and bonds? It's just a thought, and I know it'll never happen. Even though we make the economy in here, and that's a rabbit hole we can go down. But
but that's not a rabbit hole. Those are facts, bro. The top consumers are Black folks.
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Statistically speaking.
Oh, absolutely. We've made a lot of people rich, and I just think it's about time that we make our own selves rich. But listen, we got a great show on today. Hope that you came ready to laugh and just chill with us, vibe with us on today. And so we'll be right back with Trending News. Stay tuned. All right. We are back in the building. So, Mr. B-Mac.
Yo.
This listen, okay. Let me just go ahead and make this disclaimer. Every opinion is not is not talked about before the show, and it does not how do they say, it doesn't mean that everybody on the show thinks the same way. So just stay tuned. But this is good, healthy.
It's the beauty of the show.
It's the beauty. It's beautiful. That's all I'm saying. It's beautiful. But so, Mr. B-Mac, We're in trending news, and your boy, the inauguration is over.
It is.
And this dude coming out swinging hard. I mean, he is coming out swinging hard, man. This dude has signed so many executive. I don't know if he got up out the chair yet, because he's just writing.
The kind of work he need to put in, he gonna be in that chair for a long time.
Man, listen. Every time I turn around, he's sitting down, and all here's the marker just writing and writing and writing.
Hey, signing his life away.
Well, listen. Okay, so listen. So all right. So he's done a couple of executive orders already. I'm just gonna cover a couple of them. So apparently, he has gotten rid of DEI federal jobs, which is really causing an issue. And not only has he gotten rid of DEI, but after digging into it a little bit more, it's even attacking the executive order that was set by Lyndon B. Johnson, where it was talking about anti-discriminatory practices in the federal sector, which means there is no more protection as far as black, female, certain genders being afforded the same, how should we say, the same chances to get a job versus the white counterparts, man. How do you feel about it? Because okay, well, let me just tell you how I feel about it, because it's really, so I hear what people are saying, right? They're saying, well, what the lawmakers were saying. I haven't heard anybody that I talked to, both black and white, who think this is a good idea. But here's what I say. I hear what they're saying, and they're talking about basically, well, people shouldn't just get a job because of their color and because of their gender and this and that. And I can agree with that. They're saying this makes it fair. That's the part that I have a problem with, because it doesn't make it fair. For you to say, now this is Mr. D.R.E talking, everybody, okay? For you to say that this would balance out, it would make you getting a job based on merit. For you to say that, you would have to believe that this country has always given jobs based on merit. And history has shown us that that is not the case. As a matter of fact, even with DEI, you still had the good old boy network where people were trying to keep it, I'll just say in the family, So it doesn't on the surface, if you didn't live in America, you might say, okay, well that sounds good. But when you live here and you are a minority or you are a female, and you understand what you have to go through to even get your foot in the door, a lot of times, how often you have to be at least 3 times smarter than your counterpart to even get an interview, then I don't see how you could. That's my stance. It doesn't help. So what do you think?
Honestly speaking,
yeah.
Honestly speaking, when it comes down to the workplace, and you already know how I feel when it comes down to the workplace. I don't think such an order even really gonna matter. To be completely honest, workplaces, from my experiences, always been given to who they wanted to have it, despite what their color was or race was. You feel what I'm saying? The people who they wanted to have it gonna get the job. I mean, is it fair? Is it? I mean, I definitely wouldn't say it's fair. But we just live in an unfair society, but we live in an unfair world. So for him to, if people think that piece of paper was going to help them have a better chance of getting the job, I mean, you sadly mistaken in my opinion. I don't think the paper is going to, that piece of paper or whatever the tariff he's getting rid of, it gives a person of color or non-color, woman, male, gender, any better chance of scoring a gig than the person who is not. I mean, it ain't going to give you a better chance, I don't think. But, I mean, I guess
well, we know it's not going to give them a better
place,
chance. Yeah.
So I guess with it not being in place is like, okay, I guess now you have no kind of hope, I guess. But,
basically what it is. I mean, let's be understand and listen, there are people who don't understand the and I don't okay, let me back up. I honestly don't believe some people are informed or have ever had to deal with this kind of issue because they're just not in play with certain sectors in the job market. I just put it like that. So they wouldn't really wouldn't understand. But when you're talking about federal contracts, as I said in a previous episode, I used to be a field agent where I would do refinances, and I would meet a lot of people. People in corporate America, people high up in the federal space, federal job market space, business owners, entrepreneurs, and I've had them tell me, horror stories of how they couldn't get in, even though their work was 3 times as good. But I have had some tell me, well, they had to give me a chance, and if I didn't have that chance, which is required by law, they had to give me a chance, then I would have never been able to prove myself. And I think that's where it really comes in. See, when you start talking about getting rid of DEI on the federal level, and they're even targeting private sector as well, or at least trying to put the screws to the private sector, which is why you've had companies like Walmart and some other companies who are rolling back that initiative. But anyway, when you talk about it in the private sector, these big contracts to do roads and buildings and things of that nature, they network a lot of times with who they know, and most times it's people who are the same color as them, who they've met throughout the years. And so it's just never been, it's hard for a minority, and I'm not just talking black people, okay, but I'm talking all races.
Definitely not the minority.
We talking, well, in America we are, even though we, but I'm not just talking about black people. I'm talking about black, Hispanic, again, female, however you want to put it. It's hard for us to get in front of people sometimes if they're not forced to at least hear us. I don't think anybody should get a job just because of the color of their skin. And most times, if we look at it, most times we are usually overqualified for the job, or just we're usually smarter than the people who they're hiring anyway. But the point is, no one should get a job just because of their skin. But it did give us at least a crack in the door to where you at least got to hear my proposal, and now it's my duty to wow you with my interview.
Yeah, I mean, you get a chance, but if that company still didn't want to hire you, even with that chance, they ain't gonna hire
you. Yeah. It's just I don't see how this helps. So, but anyway, so another. Oh, did you have something else?
Oh no, I mean, I don't think it's gonna. I mean, I don't see if it's gonna. I don't think it's like it's not fair. I definitely want to say that. I definitely want to say it's fair or it's right. It's just like you say. I know precious little when it comes down to a lot of different stuff.
Right.
But I mean, just from my experience in workplaces I'm used to, I just don't think it'd give a person a better chance.
I got you. So let's move on to another one. So so he got that one, and then he has the one about illegals. If you're if you are an illegal alien immigrant, however you want to label it, if you're illegal and you have a child here, your child is no longer a citizen, but is illegal just like you. That's another one he did. And then the other one he's done, which is crazy that we've gotten to a point where we even have to do this, but this is where we are. He has signed an executive order saying that America will now only represent or recognize two genders, male and female.
What? That right now?
Yeah, it is, man. It is crazy to me that we've gotten there.
Controversy right there, though. But I only know two.
Man, I don't know how we got to that point. Look, I'm not a Trump supporter. By no means. By no means. Let me make that very clear. And I stand on that. I don't like this dude. You know, like I said last time, I can't say I hate him, but I don't like this dude. I don't think he's, the best fit to lead right now. But that being said, how in the world did we have to get a president? I guess that's what I'm mad at. We had to get a president to say America will now only recognize two genders, as if there was really others that were naturally made. It's crazy.
Hey, I'm totally not mad against it. I mean, and no disrespect. No disrespect. How I was brought up, the house I was brought up, how I was raised. I mean, well, I've known male and female.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's. I mean, there's, as far as genders, I mean, there's been cases where, there are children that may have both
right.
sexual organs, like, as far as there are rare cases of that.
Rare cases.
Rare cases. Yeah, there's rare cases of that, like where a child is born with both kind of like genitals in a sense.
And they usually make them have to choose. But go ahead.
And you feel what I'm saying? But like there is male, female. Like that's it.
Right. It's crazy. It's crazy.
We got here, but you know what I mean. We're here, and I'm definitely not mad about that one either.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that one either. And look, it's going to be, if you really look at the history, and I don't want to get too deep into this because we still got to get to the G.T.O topic of the day. But with any president, I have never seen a president that someone like everything that they did, every law that they passed.
Yeah, of course.
Typically you play the law of averages. Okay, who do I think? And I'm not even talking about on a personal level. I'm talking about what's best for America as a whole. Who's going to be the best for America as a whole? Who's going to be that person that could, be the president for everybody? And I once again, I personally just don't think he's that person. But as I've said in previous episodes, there are some things, some ideas he has that I do agree with. But to have to do it, I mean, it just blows my mind. We had to actually do an executive order.
Yeah.
For people to just say, okay, there's only male and female.
Yeah, and that's gonna be, that's gonna cost so much. Out of everything that man passed, that's probably gonna cost the most
Boy, hey.
Well, I ain't gonna say pass, but things he signed off on, I think that one right there is gonna take the cake.
And can we just be grown and throw it off today? I totally agree with you, because ain't nobody gonna be looking at the DEI and how it's gonna affect.
Yeah, no.
They ain't gonna look at that, because people don't understand what that law, particularly the Lyndon Johnson anti-discriminatory law, what that really did and how much that really helped. And by the way, if you have that law in place where it is no longer in place, you've taken it off the books. So what happens when someone in a private sector has been discriminated against, or feels like he's been discriminated against from the company he was working for? What does he do now? Because guess what? They don't have to answer for it. See, people don't think about that. So you can't even sue for that no more. Yeah, I discriminated against you. Okay, so and what? If they have it the way that it is written, that's what we're going down. People don't realize that's the road we're going down to. I don't have to. I could fire you today and say I fired you because you're black and I don't like black people. And guess what? There's nothing you can do about it, and you can't sue me for it. So, hey, hang on. But like I said, like you were saying, the gender thing. Oh man, it's going to catch so much backlash. This me personally talking. I think it's going to catch so much backlash because it affects white people as well. I mean, look.
I feel you on that one.
Look, I am grown and throw it off in 2025. And look, I don't think I have people who know me understand I don't have nothing against white people, but let's just be real. The LGBT whatever
Q,
and I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but I really can't remember how the letters go. But that community got so powerful so quickly because it had the right people in it. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say.
Is that one right there is going, like I say, in my opinion, that one right there. Anything that where people feel like, okay, yeah, like, oh, he's trying to get me to not be able to. He's trying to control me or something.
Right.
Like that. Trying to tell me that I'm not a woman when I know I don't classify as a woman.
Right.
I'm not a man if I don't want to classify as a man. Like,
right. Anything
like
that has white men in it traditionally gets more eyes. It gets more support. That's all I say.
Yeah. So I unfortunately I think that one, like you said, out of the one, like I said, the DEI. I mean, the immigrant thing, that's very unfortunate too as well. Yeah. But when it come down to only saying there's only male and females, man, bro, listen, man, if you want it, well, hey, if you could cancel the president, well, they'll cancel. He'll be canceled by the end of the day by saying so, pass a law like that.
It's crazy. But that's gonna be the one. Oh my God, it's. They're treating me wrong because I'm black and I'm a female. Oh, it'll be all right. Oh my God, they're trying to rip me away from my parents because I wasn't born here. Well, it's okay. It's the law. Let's just be understanding. Oh my God, I can only be recognized as a male or a female. Say what? Oh no, we can't have that.
I want to identify as a she.
Okay.
I want to identify as them.
So you mean to tell me I can't go into the women's bathroom no more? Oh no, we got to protest this.
Hey, that's the world.
It's sad, but
that's the America we live in.
That's bro. I mean, hey, you don't have to like what I said, but think about it. And you'll understand.
Just ponder about it.
Just think about it. Too. So, but look, okay, so also, Snoop Dogg is catching flack about his involvement in the inauguration, and Nelly is catching flack with the involvement in the inauguration. Soldier Boy is catching flack. Black people are upset, and I understand it. Either side you want to go on, I understand it. There's some people who would say that it shouldn't matter because he's he has that right to do whatever he wants to do. And Nelly came out and said he's never voted, he's not political. And Soldier Boy came out and was just showing money on the video, and it's just it's so much we could dig into that, but forget all them. You know who I really have a problem with?
Who that?
Lorenzo Sewell.
Is that
That's who I got a problem with. Do you know who that is?
Who is he though? I know what he did for the inauguration.
Yeah, I have a dream.
Yeah, who is he though?
He's supposed to be a pastor out of Detroit, and so I have. If people don't know this about me, I have a love affair with my people. I don't agree with everything that we do. I don't agree with I don't agree with everything that we do, but that fool. He a fool, bro. He a fool, bro. He made a mockery of Martin Luther King, and it really, I can't even laugh about it because he pissed me off.
What?
He really pissed me off.
Because he went up there and gave the Martin Luther King speech. It was his birthday.
He was doing the Martin Luther King speech when they said, okay, first of all, they said, let's do a prayer. Bro. They said, do a prayer. A prayer. This fool started doing Martin Luther King, I Have a Dream, and he did it like the most Uncle Tom, Mr. Bojangles bamboozled mess I have ever seen in my life. And you look, I'm not for putting down black folk, but this fool, I'll never forget that day. He literally made a mockery. No, I'm pissed off by him. Seriously. And then have you seen the video?
Yeah, I saw it.
And so if you saw the video, so you saw, look at that. You can't even stand. You sitting here dropping maps and stuff.
Pause that.
Like it even got you messed up. We'll be right back after this. All right, we're back. Listen, for those that don't know, we are recording remotely once again. Just had some things came up, and so we left off talking about Mr. Bojangles, Mr. Bamboozle, Lorenzo Sewell. But listen, and I'm not going to spend too much more time. And I'm kind of glad we had that technical problem happen because I really had to blow off some steam with him. I don't like that dude. As a matter of fact, can I be real with you? Can I go G.T.O on you?
You can go G.T.O.
I'm gonna go G.T.O on you. I look at him as worse than Trump. I really do. He that bad to me. From the Stone Mountains of Georgia. He's sitting there flexing, and I'm sitting there looking like, who is this? Oh, I almost said the N-word here. Who is this person? And then when you're looking at the people up on stage as he's giving the quote-unquote prayer, they are sitting there laughing at him. And so I'm like, how much did they pay you to do this? So wait a minute. And so we had a say what moment, say what segment for today, but we're not going to get to that because we're going to GTO main topic right after this. But so after he makes a mockery of the I Have a Dream speech, which they didn't even do he didn't do the whole I Have a Dream speech. because if he did, it would have went totally against what Trump and the boys have done already. That's and you just have to look up the speech to understand what I'm talking about. But anyway, so after he makes a mockery of Martin Luther King, he comes back on social media and says, yeah, I'm just happy to be here, and this marks a great day on today, and by the way, I want you to buy my coin. I said, yo, what? So wait a minute. Trump done got this boy, and he now got his own coin that he's trying to, yeah. See, you didn't know that part, did you?
No.
Yeah, so he got his own coin now that is brought to you by Donald Trump. And I'm like, oh, okay, so I see what's going on. So you Judas up in here. That's basically what it is. That's exactly what it is.
Promised that boy a sack full of coins.
He promised him a sack full of silver, his own coin, and he went Mr. Bamboozled up there, embarrassing every black man, Martin Luther King, every black preacher. This, oh boy, I keep wanting to.
Hey, man.
It's sad. It's sad.
Hey,
it's so sad that it's funny, but it's sad that this dude actually made a mockery on Martin Luther King Day, by the way.
He thought that was acceptable, man.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I will never forget that name. I would never, I'm not supposed to walk in unforgiveness, and I'm going to try not to, but I'm telling you, I have more respect for Donald Trump than I have for him right now.
Hey, that boy knock on your door and ask for some water. What you doing?
I would give him some gasoline to drink. Seriously. That dude, he better not ever come to this door. And people who know me, when I tell you I'm done with you, you know not to come to my door. You better ask about me.
Hey, he had an accident right in front of your house, man. He needs you with the phone to call for help.
Hey, he better get on, Star Boy. Hey, because there ain't no love here, boy. Ain't none at all. Call DJT.
Hey, you better call DJT, boy.
Hey, you better. Or one of them Proud Boys he just released. That actually just, one of them already back in trouble. But anyway, that's another. We ain't got enough news time to really go over this.
Cover all of that stuff.
Cover all that stuff. But let me give you a quick synopsis. So, and you just have to look it up on your own. So, we talked about the executive orders. We talked about Mr. Bamboozle. Understand that everybody from January 6th has now been released, including the ones that said they actually threw smoke bombs into the White House. They admitted to their crimes. They admitted to hurting people. All of those people have been released. Some of those people are already back in trouble, have already said what they're going to do in the future. And so, this is your boy, Mr. DJT. And I saw some dude talking about, oh, it's a great thing that, man, I don't have enough time to vent, but let me just get this out.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
So there was this post I saw where they're talking about this young lady who got arrested for her stance on pro-life, and she was preaching and picketing in front of a abortion clinic. And so she got arrested, got 41 months in jail. Now, there are some that would say that is too much. I can agree with that. If you
41 days,
41 months.
41 months for protest.
41 months. I can agree with that. That might have been a little harsh, but here's what they're talking about. So everybody's talking about, oh, Trump pardoned her. And I just saw this morning that she's still in jail. So what does that tell you? If she's supposed to have been pardoned and she's still in jail, this is a black lady, by the way. The Proud Boys got up. The people that stormed the building got out before you did. You better wake up, people. Hey, listen, we got more of we coming back with the GTO topic of the day. We'll be back right after this. All right. We are back in the building, man. B-Mac, listen. You know, I had another subject, man, that we was gonna talk about. But I figured we might do something a little different right now. I'm gonna just call this. I think someone has this same title, but I'm gonna borrow it for a minute. You know how we like to borrow stuff and call it a remix. But I'm gonna just call this Freedom Friday, man. We just gonna go off the hip right now. We just gonna talk a little bit, man. So I'm gonna pull this question real quick, and I think I got another question in mind, and feel free if you got a question as well. So let's see. Okay, so here's the question.
Yo,
what is the craziest reason a woman has broke up with you?
Oh man, craziest reason, bro.
The craziest reason.
Because you know, think about my past, bro. Like, I mean, for one, I wasn't in like a whole lot of different relationships. Like,
you haven't had a lot.
Yeah, I haven't had a plethora of different relationships. In majority of all my relationships, like I like it ended up being like kind of like my call, except for my my previous ex, and I mean she left my black tail though. She left me.
Would she leave you for the? Well, okay, that's your. I put you on the spot, but it's okay. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, she left me, dog. But it was, in my opinion, dog. My opinion, I feel like if she left. In my opinion, in my opinion, I'm gonna give it, but from my point of view, and I'm pretty sure from her point of view too as well. From my point of view, in my opinion, I believe it was some past traumas. She has yet to heal from. Some I have caused, and some I have not. You know, now these traumas that I may have caused, you know, in my eyes, you know, it's really, I mean, if you want to count those as traumas, I mean, okay, yeah. But like, let me remind you, or let me say this: I'm not a guy that calls women outside their name. I'm not a cheater. Like, I'm not a guy that have a whole plethora of women after me and stuff like that. Like, I don't call women outside their name, and like I don't hit women. So like, keep that in mind. Like, I haven't done it. I ain't even.
So wait, so she thought you know, she was making you pay for someone that used to cause those types of traumas?
She will have these times, bro, where like she may not be feeling her best. You know, or she may be feeling down, or something in that nature. And I think I had mentioned something like this on the previous podcast as well. And she would bring up things to kind of justify. I mean, some of the things that I may have done in the past, to justify those feelings that she's feeling.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, I'm upset today, but Brian didn't do nothing today to make me upset. well, you remember that time you did this back then? Or remember when we had the conversation and you felt like this about that? Like, I mean...
So that truth got you in trouble?
Hey, man, look, it does it every time for me because I don't lie. I don't lie. Like, I don't want to... And I think the reason why women would want to give me another chance or a second chance is because I tell them the truth. Like, I'm not going to lie. Like, I ain't going to try to protect your feelings.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? I mean, with a lie. You feel what I'm saying? And I mean, that's why I say, bro, and I'm a firm believer. Ain't no woman can argue. I argue with a woman about this all day. Women don't want the truth, bro. That's don't true. Want it. I don't care what they tell me. I don't care how politically correct it sounds. I could still have all the women I ever been with if I was a good liar.
B, don't say it like that.
I'm keeping it a buck. If I was a good liar, I could have all the women that I've been with.
So if you just cared enough about their feelings to lie, you would still have them.
I can still have them all. Yeah.
Man, that is wild, man. That is crazy. You know, I think one of the craziest reasons a woman has broke up with me, because I've had a woman break up with me, you know, even though I was young, but it still broke up with me.
Different one.
You know,
you back in your heyday, boy. I'm pretty sure you
back in my day. No, but no, I mean, I wasn't one to have a lot, you know what I mean? But I had my fair share. I was actually pretty loyal most of the time. I did mess up one time, but anyway, I had a woman break up with me because she said, and I quote, "I was too nice." She said I was too nice, and I was like, "Wait, what does that even mean?" So
you ain't the only one.
So she said, this is what she said. She's like, I mean, you're nice and everything, and she said, but I want someone I can argue with. I can't argue with you. And I'm like, isn't that the end goal for us not to argue? So you actually want me to come in here, find a reason to argue with you, find a reason for you to get on my nerves instead of being peaceful. You want, I mean, if it's the makeup sex you worried about, we can do that. We ain't got to argue for that. But I mean, it's like, no, it's just like I could not understand. And I'm like, you know, I'm not a walkover, you know, but I try to be, what's the word I'm looking for? Understanding of your feelings. And it's like,
considerate.
Exactly. And I'm like, you really are breaking up with me because you actually, hold on a minute. All right. We're back. I'm sorry. I had to go take that call real quick. You know, when the wifey calls, you know, I got to answer. Because I was about to be a part of my question, man. What is a reason a woman, what's the craziest woman a woman breaks up with you? It would have been because I didn't answer that phone. As a matter of fact, I don't know how it goes in your life, but when I don't answer the phone, it's a problem, you know.
I'm pretty sure.
It's truly a problem. Do your girl get on you when you don't answer the phone?
Bruh, believe it or not, but my lady don't even call me, bruh.
She don't call you
unless I call her. Well, no, take it back. Our conversation.
You know she listening, really, right?
Yeah, I mean, and this is what I mean. In love, but no, I mean well. She calls me before she go to work and before she go to church on Sundays. Those be the two times I can expect a call. Before she go to work, before she go to church. After that, everything else is on me. Everything else is on me. So if she calls me, let's say Monday morning, she'll call me Monday morning before she go to work, and I call her before I go into work Monday evening. Then I call her again on my lunch break. She'll call me in the morning. Now let's just say I'm off that day, right? I don't go to work that evening. She'll call me in the morning, and if I don't call her that evening, she won't call me.
Yo, for real?
Really? Like she won't call me. She like the next morning, she'll call.
Can you help me? Tell me.
But yeah, like she'll call on the weekend. Like if she don't gotta go. She don't gotta go to work, and well, you know, I work on the weekend.
Yeah.
So like on the weekend, like if she don't gotta go to work in the morning, she's not gonna call.
Wow, that is. I guess. I mean, does it work for you?
It works.
Hey, okay, as long as it works for you. I mean, I'm just saying it would work for me. You know, it would definitely work for me.
It works. It works for me. You know, I mean, if something like I say, she always hit me up. Like if you know she had to go to the emergency room or something like that, or something was happening, like she definitely informs me. But you know, if nothing going on, ain't nothing really happening now like that, and I don't call, I probably ain't gonna get a call from her. I can kind of bet everything. I'm probably not gonna get a call from her. Like she waiting for her old honey bear to give her a call. God dog.
The old honey bear.
Yeah, she can call me that though.
Of course. Well, I mean, I ain't gonna call you honey bear. You know, that'd be like what was said back in the day. Hey, delicious. You know, hey, boy, you talking about a pause? That ain't even a pause. That's stop, Nick. Stop, please. Immediately. Okay.
That's your vocabulary.
Do not pass go. Shoot. Do not collect $200. Shoot. Don't even try to dap me up for delicious, man. What? Man. Speaking of which, man, listen. I know we in this pause era, you know. And you know, all these it's a lot of young people. I think the young people brought this thing on, you know, pause this, pause that. And so they act like they're so manly or whatever, you know. They don't want anything that may seem like it's feminine, it might be a little, you know, on the gay side, you know, homo, however you want to say it. But here's what I don't understand, because this is Freedom Friday. We gonna talk. So this is what I don't understand. This is a question I have for you. Why is it that dudes feel comfortable riding 5 deep in the car? Because look,
hey, listen, not the guys I know.
Okay, because see, I thought I was by myself, because let me tell you something.
Not the guys I know.
Me and this old school dude. Yeah, me and this old school dude, we was talking. I can't even remember where we were at. Where did I meet dude? Oh, matter of fact, I met him when I was at the beach recently, and we was at this party or whatever, and we was just talking about the whole, you know, pause situation. I don't know how we got it, because we was watching the game at some point, and then I had just met old boy, and we just started talking, and I was telling him, I was like, yo, I've never been comfortable with a dude sitting in my passenger seat. Like, I just come from an era like dudes didn't ride other dudes like that, you know. I mean, if my girl wasn't in the seat, then you wouldn't ride with me unless we going to a game or something, you know.
Yeah. I about to say, we talking about adults, because like I said, as a kid, when I was like a young adult and stuff, I mean, like some of the players on the team would have a car. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And and we have to drive to the church for pre-meal and drive back to the school for the game. So, there's been times where it's like 4 in the car. You got one on that side. Like, bro, we ain't never been like 5, 6 deep in no small car lapping up or none of that stuff. But as an adult, like I ain't never did that as no adult now.
Man, I'm talking about.
Nah.
I'm trying to be with my woman, man. Like, I remember the first time a dude, got in my passenger seat, and it felt so awkward because I was like, you ain't supposed to be there. Like, I'm used to a set of thighs being over there or something, and now you got your rusty behind in my seat, man. It's like, it ain't the same. Because look, when I'm with my wife, I'm and this is, by the way, this is even before I got married. Like, I was so used to trying to be with women till I just didn't hang around a lot of dudes like that to where, you gonna be in my passenger seat. But like, I'm used to having thighs on the side of the seat. So, me and my wife, we be in the car and, I might grab her thigh or something like that. I don't see how. I don't get it. Like, am I weird for that? Am I strange? Because I don't know.
I don't want to say strange. I don't want to say strange, dog. You just, you're not a guy that hang out with a bunch of guys.
Man, I'm trying to get it in, especially in my early 20s. Oh my God. You think I'm gonna have a dude in my seat? Nah. It ain't happening. If it ain't about women, if it ain't about women or money, it ain't about nothing.
That's all about the money back there for me. Still like that to this day, to be honest.
About your money, you about your paper.
About that bread, bro. You gotta go get it now. But the difference is the things that I be willing to do to go get it now. Like, I ain't doing all that overtime and stuff like that to get no bread.
Right.
I mean, now it's like I just learning different skills and learning the different things of that sort, trying to put in place to get the money.
I got you. Okay, next question. This is a question I saw.
Mm-hmm.
If you could change one law, and this is a good question, by the way, because we got that boy in office who is just, he ain't even changing laws. He changing constitutions. So, but if you could change one law, what would it be?
Law.
Or if you could make up a law, what would it be? Because I got one. Why are you thinking? Let me tell you what I would change. If I could change a law, and I have this conversation with my wife sometimes. That's why I tell my wife, this is before the Trump era and all that stuff. I always said, I don't think people really want me as a governor or a congressman. They don't want me involved in politics because I would change all kind of laws. But so here's the law I always said I would change. This is years ago. I would put a cap on how much you could get for child support. That would be the first thing I change. Is there would be a cap on how much child support you could get. And the reason I say that is because when you look at some of these people who are paying $25,000, $30,000 a month for child support, that is insane. Like, there is no way anybody, male or female, should be getting $30,000 a month in child support.
Hey, man, for a person who making hundreds of $1 million a year, that ain't nothing.
It don't even matter. Like, we talking about the care of a child. It does not take no $30,000, bro, to take care of a child.
We all know that money, it ain't, because child support ain't meant for the child. Child support is meant more, it benefits more the government than it do the woman.
You think so?
Yeah.
The government?
Yeah. think they don't get no cut of getting that bread, making that man pay money?
I mean, I guess.
So you think they just be like, hey, yeah, you know, we're just gonna get the guys and give the other woman get. But there's been cases back in the day that women weren't even getting their child support check because the government was keeping it all, only getting like $30, $40.
Man, get out of here! See, bro, you teaching me something.
Look it up, bro. Like the child support system wasn't meant. It's not set up for. No, it wasn't set up for the benefit of the woman originally. It's just a way for the government to then get more finances from us. You feel what I'm saying?
Crazy.
They get a cut. That money that they just get just don't go to them and then go straight to them. Man, the government get a cut on that. That's why they want you to put us on child support.
Man, sorry about that, y'all. Is crazy.
And if you want to hear something else, though, and a lot of people might be excited, but just hear me out. I might sound crazy for this, but for the ones that be like, oh yeah, Trump is going to make it to where that only the fathers who's on child support to claim the children.
I heard about that.
You heard about that, right?
Yeah.
So me and a friend of mine were talking about that, but check this out. I mean, there's pros and cons. And we were just talking about, was thinking about it, and I was like, well, you know, we're like, yeah, man, a lot of women gonna be upset, man. They ain't gonna be able to claim the kids. And we're like, yeah, they gonna probably be upset, you know what I mean? But then I was like, dog, if we think about it, just take your time, bro. Like, if majority of the men are behind on their child support, and the men are the only one who can file for child support, depending on how much he owe, neither one of them gonna see those taxes. It's going all back to the government.
Wait. Say that again, because you
back child support.
You went out for a minute. Okay, so you said if the men are the only one. So for those who are not familiar with what he's talking about is there is a rumor. It hasn't been substantiated yet, but there is a rumor that President Donald Trump, is looking to make it to where the only one who can claim children on the taxes is the one who's actually paying the child support. So it can be man or woman. Whoever's paying the child support, though, which is key, is the only one who can claim the children on their taxes. So that's what's being rumored in that. And also, I don't know if you heard about this, but they're also saying that EBT, food stamps, they are talking about where there will only be a 3-month window for that. You only have 3 months to where you can collect food stamps, and then you basically on your own. So you were saying, say what you were saying again, because you went out for a minute.
Yeah, I was saying is that, I mean, there's pros and cons when it comes down to the whole, like, you know, only the dad or mother or the child supportee could claim the children on their taxes at the beginning of the year. So, but like I said again, when I was thinking about it, I was like, well, dang, what if the dad or the child supportee or mom is behind on child support? Let's just say they behind $20,000 on child support. They owe like $15,000 back child support.
Okay.
Every time they file, the government is going to take that.
You're not absolutely.
Going to see none of it. Absolutely. Until that back child support is paid. So now the mother don't get the child support, the kids don't get the child support, and the dad don't get the child support. I mean, or the taxes. All of it goes right back to the government. So if you are the child support and they do pass this, please
do not get behind.
Make sure your back taxes are, your child support is up to date.
Oh, absolutely.
Because if your child support is not up to date and they pass this law, just say maybe a year or whatever if it happens. If you guys are owed child support, when you file that child, wherever much you may get, it's going back to your back child support.
True. But
so you're not going to even see that money.
Yeah, and depending on how far back you are, you may be in that predicament for a minute.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like I said, like if you owe $15,000, let's say you owe $10,000, $15,000, $20,000.
And then you still have to pay the current child support.
You know how many years of income taxes you're gonna miss before you pay that back up?
That is absolutely true. That is absolutely true. I didn't think about that, but it is something we definitely have to consider. But the amount that they are charging, some, not all, but some are paying in child support is crazy. I want to stick to that just for a minute. I think we might have landed somewhere. How do you feel about people, the person paying child support? How do you feel about them? And I'm still not sure how this works out because it seems like it's different. I don't know if it's versus different in different states or what it is. But how do you feel about people who owe back child support being put in jail?
That's messed up. Very, very unfortunate, dog. But like I said again, it only makes me believe more so that child support ain't really necessarily meant for women. Like, I don't think it was like, oh yeah, we just trying to benefit the woman on this. I think it's way more so to really, if you think about it like this, child support rate. And I don't know if there's a study out there, but I'm pretty sure there's a study out there. That'll show which ethnic group has the highest child support rate. You feel what I'm saying? I would imagine, I don't know, but I would imagine it would be either us black folks or Hispanics. But Hispanic, that cultures really stick together. So I don't.
They do. They really do.
They really stick together. But I would imagine. I don't know. I'm not saying these are facts, but I'm pretty sure if there was a statistic would show that black men are ranked number one of the most people that's on child support. Black men. If that was to be the case, right, it makes more sense why that the consequences of you not paying child support is going to jail. Because if it was for a white person, I'm pretty sure they ain't gonna want to send them to jail because they ain't paying no child support. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like, well, if it's most of colored women putting black men on child support, okay, well, dang, what ways could we really benefit from this? All right, let's create this system called child support. We'll make the woman feel like they are okay from just collecting some money from the dad, but we'll get a cut in between that. And then if that person if he don't pay, we could throw him in jail. And guess what will happen if he goes to jail? It would be hard for him to keep a job. It would be hard for him to do this. So right. I really think, bro, like it's just a plot, bro, against us black men, dog, to really make our life just that much more harder. Because honestly, I only hear horror stories when it comes down to child support. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I only hear horror stories. It's not like, oh man, this man had a great life because he came up on child support. He was put on child support. You feel what I'm saying? So, like, I honestly think, bro, it was really designed, bro, to really give our women false hope, false stability in exchange of keeping us out of the house, for one. Out of the way from raising kids, and another way to put us in jail without having to do nothing. In my opinion.
I mean, man, listen, child support is a touchy.
Hey, listen, that's
subject.
My number 2 fear in life, bro. Child support. I'm telling you that right now.
I could definitely understand it, and that is partly why I never ever want to be a part-time dad. You know what I mean? Because it's just man, it just seems to be a dream killer, man.
it seems to want to cause more harm than do good, bro. To be honest, sad to say that about kids and family, but man, listen, as a man, bro, it's not a lot of benefits, dog, for us that come along with it.
With the child support, which is, and like you said, I heard about the whole possible Trump narrative. I don't know whether it's true or not. I mean, people are talking like it was already signed, but it hasn't been signed. And from what from the little research I've done, it has not. That hasn't even came from Trump. I think someone just kind of created that narrative. But listen,
yeah, probably so.
I did look up because I was curious about what happens if you don't pay child support, and this may be a state-to-state thing, but here in our state in South Carolina, if you don't pay child support, this is according to Google AI. Okay, so this may be all true or half or whatever. I know some of it's true, but it says you can be fined up to $1,500. You can be jailed for up to a year. Your wages, unemployment benefits, or workers' compensation benefits may be withheld, or your license suspended.
Yep.
Tax refund intercepted.
Yep.
On state and federal.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Credit reporting. Your credit report may be impaired. You lose government benefits. Certain benefits. Your military standing is finito, and you cannot get a passport. Okay, and all that is from you not
paying child support.
Getting behind on child support.
And why is that if these children don't even matter to the people who collecting it?
Say that one more time.
I was gonna say, and why is all of these things the way that they are? Like all these, what you call them, penalties or consequences of a man not paying or a woman not paying child support.
When what?
No, I ain't saying when. I was saying I said why. Like what does it do for?
I mean, I guess
the government and things of that sort to say, okay, yeah, you know what, you're gonna lose your license, you can go to jail, you can do this, you can go do, all for not paying child support to a child that they don't even care about.
That who? Society don't care about?
No, the government. The people who collecting this child support. The people who telling me I got to go to jail or my license is getting suspended.
Man, listen, see, we talking now. I listen, I haven't smoked in about 25 years, but I feel like rolling one and just sitting back and just and just really talking on this thing because, boy, you going into some deep waters now, boy. Hey, man.
Yeah, because bro, you think about it, bro. Like, bro, y'all making it bro, you really, really going through all of this. Bro, you read the list?
Yeah.
Really? Over a child that ain't even y'all's? That y'all don't even care about? Y'all won't even make sure that they eating?
You know what I mean? Hey, but
you about to make me go through all of that?
Hey,
come on, bro. It's a benefit for them, bro. It's a benefit. They ain't doing. It's a benefit. Bro.
I guess what it is
put that on everything I love, bro.
I guess what it is though, they don't want to have to pay for it.
They don't. Well, don't get involved.
Well, I'm just saying, so
just mind. If that's the case, you mind your business.
So, are you saying that there should be no government help?
No, I'm not. I'm saying the consequences of not paying child support isn't beneficial.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is this is what I'm saying. The reason why they could be so gung-ho about penalizing you is so that you can pay, you have more of a reason to pay your child support, so they don't have to pay for the child. Now, they ain't gonna care for it, but they don't have to pay for it. You feel what I'm saying?
But I'm saying, why would they have to pay for it? The government didn't make that child.
So I'm asking you, do you feel that there should be no government help when it comes to raising a child?
But I'm saying, like, talking about no government assistance altogether, like no WIC, no none of that.
No, none of that.
No, all of that stuff is good, but why child support? If you already doing all of this for them, if they already
so they don't have
all
to
of
do
this,
more.
They get in Section 8. Women get Section 8, food stamps. But they get a lot of government assistance, bro. A lot of women don't solely live off government assistance. Wouldn't have a lot of the things that they don't have without government assistance. So why do they get government assistance and assistance on making men pay them?
Well, that's what I'm saying. So the government won't have to pay more. So what I'm saying is, what I'm asking
So
you, the question.
What they doing is, well, I'll say this: what they doing is already enough. I don't
What
think
who's doing? The government is doing is already enough.
Yes.
And they shouldn't have to. So and then that should take the man off the hook as far as penalties of not paying child support.
I don't think it should be child support altogether, to be honest. No, I don't think so. I don't think it should be. Make you stay with that guy.
Hey, you know
Y'all
what?
work this out.
You know what? And that was one of my things. I said I feel like there should be more onus on the guy.
It'll make women want to stay with the guy to work this out.
It'll
like
make
y'all got
exactly.
to raise this kid together. Like do it the way it's designed for it to happen. It don't necessarily got to be solely all put on one person. If anything, I think the government should make the man hold his responsibilities. It shouldn't be financially though. I mean, they should be able to contribute if they can financially, and they should be ordered to when the finances are available for him to do so. But until then, ain't no just it's staying with the mother. Both of you guys have to be in the house. Make that a law. Oh, y'all had these kids? Oh, both of y'all got to raise these kids. Then you won't have to worry about trying to get no child support or have to go the extra mile with all the assistance when you make the people who made the child take care of the child.
Right.
Why should it be anybody's? Why should anybody get any kind of assistance? Not saying that it's not helpful, but bro, you made this baby.
Right. And here's why I'm at with it. Look, again, I said off top, a lot of people may not like my stance. A lot of people wouldn't want me to be a politician, but I'm of the mindset of, like you was just saying, y'all came together and made this baby. Why is the taxpayer paying money to help you raise the child? Why?
Really?
I mean, and that's
why is it anybody else's responsibility other than the people who made it?
I mean, that's where I'm at with it. Now, I understand certain, because people gonna say, well, what if this and what? Listen, there's always certain, certain situations.
You're talking about a very small case.
Exactly.
You always want to bring up what if the people
what if they were raped?
Yeah. It is. And I'm sorry. I'm not the pig. It's unfortunate, but you still talking about a very small number compared to the percentage. Masses of women who just going out here just having a plethora of kids. But.
And the same thing with the man, because both of y'all, the woman and the man, both of y'all made that choice.
Equally responsible.
So I just feel like here was my thought, because I don't like asking a question without giving a resolve or a result. So what I thought was this: okay, we understand that there is a small number of extreme cases where someone might have been raped or molested or something like that. Take care of them. I got you. But I feel like this. I feel like if you have a child under the age of, when you're under the age of the smoking age, how old do you have to be to
21
smoke
now.
It's 21 now. Okay, so I'll even give them grace on that. So if you have a child under the age of 21, I feel like you should get a little assistance. I can see someone giving you a little assistance. Really, to me, it's 18 and under. Under 18, I could see you getting a little assistance, and I don't mind the government helping you with a little assistance. But once you pass that age, you're on your own. You know what I mean? And if you want to talk about saving money, as far as the government saving money, do you know how much money would be saved if everybody had to, as Spike Lee say, do the right thing? If you had to actually be a grown up and take care of your responsibilities, once again, people, listen, we grown and throwed off on 2025. We're not talking about people who've been raped or molested. We're not talking about people with disabilities, true disabilities, by the way, because you got a lot of people who claim disabilities. Ain't nothing wrong with them. They're just as sane as I am. And if you want to call me sane, then I guess you got to call them sane. But anyway, but if you made them actually have to address the situation, take care of their responsibilities, that would not only save the government money, but then it would also give a jolt to the economy, because you have more money going into the economy, and you would cut the unemployment, I believe, in half. Because let's be real, there are a lot of people who are sitting on their butt doing nothing.
Yeah.
There are a lot of people who walk away from jobs because they feel like they can, because the government already paying for their stuff. So, you wanna solve that issue, make them work. Make them work. There's no reason why I can work 2 and 3 jobs and somebody else can't work 1. You know what I mean? Like it's just it's gotten crazy. It's gotten crazy.
Like I say, I agree. I mean, honestly, I wouldn't even say that. Bro. I wouldn't say 18. I'd say only people who get the government assistance is the ones who had kids who've been through rape. If you wasn't raped and had to have kids, then I mean, hey, you grown enough to lay there to have kids, you have to be grown enough to take care of them. And if not, then just like when it comes down to an underage person killing somebody or having a gun, the parents getting held responsible. Guess what? Your mother is now the temporary mother to your of age of 21 to you to become the full custody parent.
And I'm good with that too. I'm good with that too. But I only say the underage thing because it's almost like, okay, I'm gonna give you, put it like this. It's kind of like how I try to do or try to do my kids. It's like I'm gonna give you a launch pad. Now I'm gonna help you get started. I'm gonna help you get started so you can be independent. But if you waste that time and those resources, you're on your own. You know what I'm saying? So it's man, this ended up being a pretty good conversation.
Oh yeah, most definitely, bro. I mean, like I say, bro, we when it come down to having like talk, bro, just Freestyle Friday or however whatever the name come up with it, bro, we do that well. We do that very well, and we some thinkers. We don't agree on everything, but we gonna definitely make you think though. Of course. And that's what we trying to do with G.T.O in 2025. We want to compel the people to think, man. We want to show you another side. We want to show you different sides. If you have a disagreement with somebody, it doesn't automatically mean that they're wrong. It's just maybe you never saw that side of it. And so that's what we try. Perspective is all. That's all. That's all we're just trying to bring to G.T.O. But listen, we going to wrap this up. Listen, man, I hope you got something out of the talk on this Freedom Friday.
And seemed like we landed right where we needed to land. We'll be back with the closing remarks. All right, stay tuned. All right. We are at the end of a show, and I can honestly say this has been a heck of a show. This has been crazy, man.
It's been pressure, man, and a pleasure.
It has been, boy, say that one more time because I like that.
I said it's been pressure and a pleasure.
It's definitely been pressure and a pleasure. Yeah, man, because we are in a new era in America. We got a lot of things that, you know, we need it. America needs a show like this. That's what it comes down to.
And that's what we come in at.
That's what we come in at, you know. That's why we them corner boys. We gonna bring it to you, boy. So listen. I want to give. I want to, you know, do closing remarks, and I want to just put this in your ear. This flavor in your ear. Listen, we are in a new era in America. I don't want to sound political, but I'm just going to tell you how I feel. We are in a new era in America. There are some that are mad. There are some that are happy. Whatever side you fall on, this is what you need to focus on. How am I going to add to this moment? How am I going to answer this moment? What am I going to do? What's my plan for this new era that we're in? How am I going to make it? What can I accomplish in this new era? Because guess what? Even though there's a new president, even though there's things that's being passed, God is still on the throne. You know, even though there's a new era, even though there's things being passed, that doesn't mean your dreams have to stop. You can still dream. You can still accomplish your goals. You can still be the best that you can be. Don't allow what's going on around you to deter you from your dream. All right? That's from Mr. D.R.E. You got anything to say, Mr. B-Mac?
And as you approach this new era that we're in, just know it's not forever. Everything has the seasons, you know, things they come, they go. You know, you have to take in the things that really means the most to you. Mm-hmm. And hold it close, hold it dear. You know, and keep your faith in the Most High, man. And
For
everything, and just know that everything gonna be all right as long as you do so. You know what I mean? It's gonna be, a lot of us gonna be faced with some scary times. Mm-hmm. A lot of us gonna be tested. So if you're not ready to be tested this year, we gonna pray for you.
Hey, boy. Hey, say that again. We gonna what?
We're gonna pray for you.
Okay.
But just know that you're going to be tested this year. Some way, shape, form, or fashion. If there is nothing else, I really believe it's going to be a lot of character building this year. A lot of people going to have to, find some ways to really make things happen for themselves, and it might not always be work out in your best interest. Maybe due to some laws that may be passed or not passed. There's going to be some times of things that really work out in your favor. Count your blessings. Hey. Be grateful. And just know that everything's gonna be all right.
Yo, man, that's words of wisdom right there. It's gonna be, I ain't thought about that, boy. You be, man, I'm telling you, we might need to roll one up after this, boy. Hey. Hey, character building and put your faith in God on my mama, okay? So look, Thank you for joining us on today. On behalf of myself, Mr. D.R.E, Mr. B-Mac, and K-Love, we still love you, baby. We waiting for you. We will see you.
On back.
Come on back to the crib. We will see y'all later, all right? Peace.
Peace.